We're about to do something that I have been literally dreading all week. I've been rehearsing for it, practicing for it, getting ready for it, but I have been dreading it. My dance coach recommended I do last week. She's like, I want you to get into your place where you're by yourself, put on your song, and just move. Be yourself, dance, just go crazy so that we could film it, we could watch it back, and we could say what feels natural, what looks natural, what looks good, what can we turn into something. But the only way you can really do that is if you just loosen up and just be free, and from that freedom, from looking stupid, you can actually create something kind of cool. I've been like messing around all week with it. Today's the day, I have a lesson later, and I need to film something. So I'm not looking forward to this, but I'm just gonna do it. Can you see right here, my little audience? Alright, buddy, you enjoy your good old peanut butter over there while Daddy go get some work done, alright? See you later. I'm on my way over to Starbucks to get a little bit of work done right now, and I just spent like 15 minutes talking to my neighbor, who's probably in his 80s, maybe. He just retired for like 45 years at his job. It's pretty remarkable, actually. Maybe even longer, actually. Maybe he's in his 70s and he just retired from 45 years. It's something pretty remarkable. He has 2 motorcycles and he's trying to sell them and get rid of them because he's like, I don't want to ride anymore. He's like, God forbid I fall. Busted hip at 80 years old is a big deal. One of them's like one of those like classic long distance cruiser bikes. Like, I'm talking motorcycles. And it's cool, but like it's definitely not my style. Like that big, like, you know, big motorcycle kind of thing. One of them though is like a really pretty sick Yamaha. And whipping around town on that thing would be pretty fun, man, let me tell you that. I mean, and he doesn't want a ton of money for it, which is pretty cool. And they're great on gas. But realistically, do I need a motorcycle? No. Realistically, do I want to... They call them at the hospital donor cycles because people constantly get into accidents with them. My dad has a motorcycle though, actually. He doesn't ride as much anymore. He still rides a bit, but he's a Harley. It'd be cool, man. It would definitely be cool. It'd be something to think about. Dude, today's skylighting is phenomenal. The camera looks good today. Lighting is top notch. Now it is the time. Oh man, shoot. It is officially time for my dance class, which I have been dreading all week. Not because I don't like it, but it's because I just need to step out of my comfort zone. And like I said, man, I'm like so self-conscious of how bad the dancing is. Whatever came to mind, I tried to do that move and just moved. Man, like, I'm so not looking forward to it. I wish I could just like send it to her and be like, here, just watch it. You take notes. You tell me what looks good. I don't want to watch it with you. Hey, how are you?
Hi, would you like to order?
How much would it be for 20 pupusas?
Sure, I'll be right back.
Thank you. So tomorrow is cultural day at Jamie's work, and
Okay, so for 20, it's gonna be $70.61.
I guess like $2.50 each.
Yeah.
Let's do 13 then. So tomorrow is cultural day at Jamie's job, and they're making, like, everybody's taking in different food and everything from different cultures. Jamie decided to bring some Salvadorian food, even though she's not Salvadorian. So now she technically, the two shall become one, right? So technically, because I'm Salvadorian, half Salvadorian, she's Salvadorian now. She's bringing a little Salvadorian meal, which are pupusas, which phenomenal. I've mentioned them in the vlogs a bunch of times. Specifically, I distinctly remember when Bullet went in for surgery back in November of 2020, if you want to go find that vlog. And she wanted to bring that in, and so she asked if I could pick them up. On a different note, I'm cooking some dinner right now. Very cool dinner I'm excited about. I'll show you when it's ready. But I realized what I could do to practice the songs that I want to do the next day. So I'm not like I mentioned, I want to start rehearsing my songs and playing my songs and performing my songs, but I don't want to be like that day having to learn them again kind of thing. So I realized what I could do is the day before practice them over and over and over again, and the next day perform them. So today I want to go and perform like a piano version of We Have Everything, chill version. Tomorrow I want to do an old song called Never Meant to Hurt You, and while I was cooking dinner for the past 30-40 minutes, I had the song on repeat. Okay, so for dinner tonight we have a tangerine avocado chutney type thing with a little bit of vinegar, olive oil, honey, and some salt and pepper. Then we have, this is eggplant heavily seasoned, and then have buffalo sauce on top. So buffalo eggplant, and then a little bit of salmon strips over here. Salmon that's been broiled and baked with some seasoning. We got that Texas seasoning on, actually. Alright, so you know what? We came to church for something. It's 9:15 at night. I still want to film my video, so I'm going to go film it back there. Trying to stay consistent every single day doing my song. We're going to do an acoustic version. We have everything. Well, more actually, it's more like piano version. Right under this lovely light. Does that help? Yeah, let's do that. Going over to this section right here. I think we might sit on the pavement. The little pavement sit right under the light. Man, I just finished recording. My car died. It's still in the church, so I'm praying that somebody's still in there and they're not automatic. I'm praying that somebody's still in there because my car, I can't believe my car just died. Funny update, we made it back, obviously. Thank God the cleaning lady and where that was there. I was knocking on the front door, and she came up and she was with like, I guess her brother or boyfriend, or I don't know. They were both cleaning, but she comes up and like he gets her, so I guess she's the boss. And she comes up and she's like waves at the window, and I'm like, hey, I'm one of the musicians here, like my car died in the back. And she's like, you know, like kind of skeptical, and she's like, and then she ends up being like, I mean, rightfully so. And I'm like, look, and then I'm like, she's like, how do I know you're not a bad guy? I'm like, that's a fair point, you know, it's 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, and I realized my keys were in my car. My church keys were in the car. I have keys to the church. So I realized I actually had my church keys with me. So it's like, I can actually unlock the door. I can prove that I'm like a member of this church, like, or I can prove that I'm on the music team and I have keys to the church. So then I was like, let me go get them and I'll unlock the back. And I did. She's like, okay, you scared me. I thought you were like a bad guy, like a murderer. I'm like, fair point. So she ended up helping me jump in my car, which thank God she had cables. But it was funny, man. Thank God.
Years go by and we're older. A long time since I first came over. Marriage is harder than it seemed, but we love it and each other. Wouldn't trade it for another. Young love with roots that go down deep. We're crashing and falling deeper, darling. In love we have everything.